If you've been through the ringer with IBS, taking different supplements, elimination diets, tons of doctor's visits, maybe even taking some pharmaceuticals like PPIs or antidepressants, and still haven't healed your IBS yet, it's not your fault. IBS can be extremely frustrating, debilitating, and lonely. I understand that completely because I used to be there when I was struggling with IBS. The key reason why most IBS treatments fail is because they're all focused on alleviating symptoms rather than on actually healing the body. So there's two really important things to understand about this. Is the Western approach to healing all disease, it's actually just symptom relief. The definition of allopathy, our Western medicine system, is the treatment of disease by conventional means with drugs having opposite effects to the symptoms that you're experiencing. Also, most of our medicine is antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, antidepressant. None of this is actually focused on healing, rejuvenating, rebuilding, nourishing. If we want our bodies to heal and operate in the proper way, we need to restore them rather than all this natural operating system that we were born with. I'm not saying that this approach to medicine is wrong. It just doesn't always serve us. And if you've been through the Western rigmarole and it's not working for you, then maybe a different approach is worth trying. The second thing to know that's important about trying to heal IBS is that IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, it is a syndrome and not technically a disease. A disease is something where there's a known causative factor and some sort of like structural or biological indicator that shows that something's wrong with the body. Whereas a syndrome, the definition of syndrome is just an umbrella. Whereas the definition of syndrome is an umbrella. Whereas the definition of syndrome is an umbrella or category of a cluster of symptoms that add up to that syndrome. And what makes IBS especially difficult, amongst other syndromes, is there can be such a wide array of seemingly unrelated symptoms associated with having IBS. So you may have been masking your symptoms by taking different laxatives or stool softeners, taking fiber supplements to bulk up the stool if you have IBS-D. Maybe you've been taking probiotics, you've been doing the elimination diets or antidepressants, different herbs. You've been doing your yoga and mind, body, spirit healing and not getting any traction and not getting anywhere. Some of these strategies can be really helpful in a short term, and you may have experienced like different waves of relief, but then the symptoms come back and still the IBS is haunting you. Where I was finally able to heal my own IBS and now hundreds of clients through my practice is through root cause healing. IBS isn't just about your gut or your microbiome or peristaltic movement or the foods that you eat. It's about your whole entire mind-body complex. All of this information comes from the science of Ayurveda. Ayur means life, and Veda means science, wisdom, or knowledge. Ayurveda is commonly known as a medical system, but it's really the science of living, and it's a wisdom of living. It's an art form and a system of understanding. It's not a hard playbook or guide or rules that you need to live by strictly. Just like chemistry is a science or physics is a science, it's a system of understanding how the body works and how we can use that understanding to change our current circumstances to get to where we want to go. Ayurveda takes a completely holistic and natural pathway with understanding the body and healing, but it doesn't mean that Western medicine is completely out. We live in a complex and interesting world now, and all factors can be taken into consideration in creating a pathway on how to heal. With Ayurveda and its very amazing understanding of how the body works and how the environment works and our interaction between it, we can create complete custom routines and protocols that's going to fit exactly into your lifestyle, because Ayurvedic healing is based on you, not on, again, a blanket, one-size-fits-all routine or guide or set of rules. In Ayurveda, the correct medicine is the one that does the healing. My name is Austin Fantastic, and I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner. I had IBS in 2014. I went through all the hurdles of Western medicine. I tried the herbs. I tried traditional Chinese medicine. I tried yoga. I tried elimination diet, all the stuff, and couldn't figure it out. And it wasn't until I found Ayurveda in 2015 that I finally healed my IBS. I had limited guidance at the time, but I had enough to be able to work through my process and heal my gut completely. And I've had zero symptoms since 2015, which is a long time. This is the first video in my Ayurveda for IBS series that's going to teach you how to completely heal IBS on your own using Ayurvedic principles that you can plug into your life right away. You'll learn all the habits and techniques and different things to completely heal your gut for good. There's a ton of stuff in this course. I'm offering it all for completely free because I believe that's one of the best goodwill services I can do for people who are struggling, just like I was struggling and I had no answers. And when I finally discovered Ayurveda, I was like, why don't more people know about this? So I've studied, I've spent time in India, and again, through my personal and professional practice, I'm very, very happy to share all this information with you to hopefully provide you with answers that you've been craving so much. By the end of this course, it's my hope that you're going to understand your body, your digestion, and the actions that you need to take to completely heal. There's a ton of stuff that we're going to go over in this. I'm going to try and keep it simple and actionable, but I do know that there's a lot to cover, and I really wish that I had a resource like this when I was struggling with IBS and I had no answers and I was confused and lost and I felt ashamed of being a slave to my gut. So if this resonates with you, I would love if you liked and subscribed. That would be very helpful for me, and that would also be very helpful for millions of people who are struggling with IBS. If this is interesting to you so far, this is just the beginning. You're just getting a taste. We're going to start diving into the principles of Ayurveda in the next few videos, and then move into more specifically all the things that you need to know about IBS. As mentioned, Ayurveda is a science. So just like in chemistry, you would learn the periodic table. The next few videos, I'm going to cover kind of the core basics of Ayurveda that you would need to know to be able to start applying these things to your life. Thanks so much for watching this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.